So this is a weird song. It's an angular thing. I wanted to just do something with 5 because I think that was like a weird number. It's an odd number. I'm odd, so it all works together, I guess. And I wanted to just have it kind of like a pulse and have it just. So I was like, okay, 5, 3 and 2, and then 4 and 1. And it's just kind of like this, you know. I always go 4, which is funny because I wanted to do 3, 2, 4, 1, but I ended up always starting doing 4. So it took a little while for me to train myself. I wrote this back in like late summer 2020, and then I just did the main riff and then just did like the background, like a chaos type solo type thing. And I knew I wanted to make something more out of it, and I just kept that on the back burner. And then I decided to flesh it out more for this, for Grave Fear. And of course, there's a truck going on behind me. So I just did the main riff. Recorded that twice. And actually, I did that on the Jackson that doesn't have active pickups. Then I wanted to have like a middle piece that was a little bit different. So it just changes. It keeps the same tempo, but the riff changes. So it's just like a basic 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then just a piece that goes 3, 3, 4, 5. So everything's 5. I think I kept everything as 5. Even like the tail end of that piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it holds 5. So it's just 5, 5, 5 all the way through. And it just sounded weird. Something I wanted to have that was weird. Not that all the rest of them are weird, but this is the weirdest one so far. And then I found that TikTok about 5x5. If you're willing to spend 5 minutes on it for 5, it'll be something that it'll have for 5 years, something of that nature. I did a video about that a while back. And it just fit. I was like, oh, wow. I thought of this just because I just wanted to have the number 5, and it all worked out that way. But so I did this one. I recorded this one different. I did record the guitar. I recorded 2 different guitars for the hard pans on either side. And I did the 7-string as a bass. I just put it in a bass amp on GarageBand. You probably shouldn't do that, or there's probably some rule or whatever. But it sounded good. I wanted to thicken up the sound on the bottom with the drums, because it's just an electronic drum that I program on my laptop from a website that has an electronic drum machine. So I wanted to give it a little more a human feeling and a little more thickness to it. So the bass goes along with the drums. So it's just a simple on the 7-string the whole time. I wanted to like this. I only use this guitar for the middle piece. For that middle piece in there. And then I wanted to keep the chaos part at the end, because even if you really, really enjoy something or love something and like to do it all the time, like this or like YouTube, it's nice. It sometimes it goes awry, sometimes it's crazy, sometimes it's weird. So I wanted to have that weird chaosy type Slayer feel at the end of it, sort of a Raining Blood type feel to it. And let me see, there's like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of guitars on it that do different things, which is a lot of fun. I've never done anything like that. Usually the Grave Fear pieces have been like at most 2 or 3 guitar pieces that go together. This one was a lot more layered, and it came together a little bit better. Maybe even better than the last one. I don't know. It's a lot of fun. So I think it was just, it's all about percussion in this one. There's not really a groove or a feel or a melodic thing going on for the most part. It's just like this pulsing thing. So it's it all came together really quickly. And the big thing about this, I did not record it in front of the camera. I just had some free time. I had all the ideas together. I had the drums programmed, and I just started recording the bass part. And I was like, okay, let me do the bass part and see how it feels. And then I had time, so I just ended up recording all the bass guitar stuff. Then I recorded the middle solo type piece in the middle there, and I finished up by doing the whammy bar stuff, and then the song came together, and it ends up being the longest song so far. A minute and a half. It's not long, but for Grave Fear, it might as well be, Stairway to Heaven. not that it's as good as Stairway to Heaven. It's just a long song. It's Master of Puppets length in my head with a minute and a half, So it was a lot of fun trying to put this together. Then it all came together, and you hear it, and you're like, oh, wow, it actually doesn't suck that much. It only sucks a little bit. That's pretty good. That's an accomplishment. It's a slight, move up like a quarter peg. So I'll take it. But I think having all of these layers together and having that angular feel to it, and it's just a percussive type thing, was a lot of fun. And that was song number 8. It's crazy that it got this far so far. I have more songs still, so that's even crazier. So that was song 8, Grave Fear, 5x5.